Hey, fabulous people, it's your girl Louise, and welcome to 40s Plus Mom Movement. I had a topic I wanted to talk about. It's another question that I have been asked, and I don't know if you all have ever been asked this question. And I think that people tend to ask this question when, first of all, they know you're a little older. I mean, I'm gonna say women get asked this question whether you're married, whether you're single, whether you're younger, or whether you're older when you become a mother. Some people ask the question, what took you so long? So I wanted to talk about that because I think that that is one of the worst questions a person can ask a person when they become a mother. I just think that there are sometimes different factors that happen in a person's life that causes them to become a mother, whether they're younger or older. You know, you can be a mother at a younger age, you can be a mother at an older age. Some people some women plan becoming mothers, and some women, don't want to become mothers. And it's all about your choice. It's pretty much all about your choice. But I just think that that is one of the worst questions because you never know a woman's journey when she became a mother. Some women have experienced miscarriages. Some women have had, you know, fertility that didn't work. Some women couldn't even conceive, and then this beautiful baby is here. And so, I just think that that's one of the questions, and I haven't asked that question before, and this is why I'm talking about this, because I don't think that that is a appropriate question that people should ask. I think that when people see that you are a mother, all they should do is congratulate you. I don't think that they think about what they say before they say it. So I wanted to kind of talk about that question because I have been asked what took me so long. As women, as we get older, first of all, I wanted to say that about me, I had made up my mind that if I had not been a mother by the time, or not had a baby, will still become a mother by the time I was 35, that I wasn't having any children. I think my mother had her last child, I want to say maybe by 35. Maybe 35, 34, something around that age range. But I know she was, became a mother of course, my youngest brother and the last baby at the age of about in her 30s, 35 or 34. I'm not sure, but I know it's between 33 and 35. And so I had set up in my mind that if I had not conceived or had a child by the time that I was 35, that I wasn't I wasn't gonna have any kids. I didn't know. That was just my mindset. But sometimes God has different plans for our lives. So I'm grateful that my daughter is here. But it's so much talk about what took me so long, or that question has came up before. And for me, I would say when I was the age of 23, I made a change in my lifestyle, meaning that I had made Jesus Christ my Lord and Savior. So when I made that choice, I was 23. I was really young. We all go to church when we're younger, but I think that when you get older, that's when you really make that conscious decision. And so for me, my lifestyle had changed drastically in a great way. And so from the age of 23 all the way to 33, for me, I practiced celibacy. I was celibate. I wasn't interested in, intercourse. I said intercourse, y'all, like I'm in high school, sex. I wasn't interested in, sex. I wanted my lifestyle to be different. I was never a person who was big on, I wasn't a person that had multiple relationships with guys. I had, boyfriends, but for me, none of them they weren't worth having no kids with. I was young. I wasn't thinking about children. I had just really started being a teacher. I started working in a childcare at the age of 18. 18 going on 19. So, I was working. I had my own place. Me and my sister lived together. We had our own place. I should say we. And so I wasn't interested. And then I was a teacher. I was working in a childcare center. So I wasn't interested in kids because I worked with them all day long. I definitely was not interested in being a parent at that point. But so from 23 to 33 years of age, I was celibate. I didn't want a relationship with anybody. I didn't want, to enter into any type of intimacy with anybody. And I definitely I didn't see anybody that was worth, that was worth even being my child's father. Like, I didn't want to be baby mama. That was my one thing for me, is that was the title I didn't want. You know, um, I'm not downplaying if people have had a baby's daddy or things like that, or multiple baby's daddies, because like I said, sometimes children are planned and sometimes children are not planned. And so for me, I just didn't want that title. I did not want to have that drama that I had seen. Me and my sister, when we lived together, my sister, she had become a mother when she was married. She had been married, and then, you know, relationship didn't last, so she got divorced, and then she had another child, and I was an aunt, so I was content, and like I said, that 23 to that 33 years of my life, that's when, I'm young, you're young. That's when people sometimes have the kids around that age, between that lifespan. But for me, that wasn't for me. It wasn't for me, not because I was against babies. It was just, I wasn't there at that point. My mind frame wasn't in mommy mode. I didn't desire, I want to have a baby. No, I was into being a teacher. I was into, just living my life. And I didn't see anybody that was worth. I think one of the clips that I put in here is, I can't remember exactly how it's worded, but I know at the bottom it says don't rush, because who you have kids with, that it changes your life forever. And I mean, even though I didn't have no drama type of males that I met, they just weren't fit to be my child's father. And I did not, like I said, want that title of a baby's mama. I just didn't want it. I've seen it. I've seen good relationships. I've seen crazy relationships. Now, my sister's relationship, because we lived together, it wasn't a terrible relationship. But it was just that I just didn't want that for me. I was content with being an auntie. I was content in my life with that. And then I think that the one thing that really made my desire grow to be my mom, and this is so crazy, it was my sister, my younger sister. She's married and she has 5 kids. But it was something about her last daughter that really made my desire to become a mom grow. I don't know what it was about my niece, Elise, but it just made me want that desire of being a mom. I would just look at her and I was like, she was just, I don't know. I just really don't know what it was that made me really want to be like, wow, I would really want to be a mom now, And now it's said that years later, because like I said, from 23 to 33, I was celibate. When I tell you I was celibate, I was learning how to be a single, just a single woman of God. I was learning how to enjoy myself. I would go out by myself. I learned how to be intimate with God, and I did not have room at that time for anybody else. I only had room for my relationship with my Heavenly Father, and so that's the direction I wanted to stay in. Life happens, and of course now, and like I said, between that 10-year span, I fell off the wagon, y'all. It's like, no, I'm just playing. But, my life changed after 33. And so when it changed, I still wasn't that woman who was still searching for like, oh no. Because, when you get older, people start, that's why you hear that ticking in the beginning, because they talk about this biological clock. Your biological clock is ticking. You got, your eggs, but I used to tell my mother all the time, I have dinosaur eggs, Mom. I said, I have dinosaur eggs. Ain't nothing coming out of here by now. And that's like, I was in my 40s when I told her that. I used to make jokes about it, not knowing that I don't have dinosaur eggs. But I used to think that was always funny, and my mother would laugh. But I just think that is an inappropriate question that people ask women, because even if you have a married couple who has been trying to conceive, and finally the baby is here after years and years of trying, I just think that you need to learn how to just congratulate people. You don't never need to ask a woman that question, because that's a painful question for some people. People don't always want to address that question, and you might not get the response that you think you're going to get, because you might say it in a jokingly way, but to a woman who has been through fertility treatments, for a woman who has had miscarriage after miscarriage, or has had stillbirth, you never know. And I'm like, if you are a person that's asked that question, you need to think about what you ask people, because it's not appropriate. Just learn to say congratulations. And it's it's just one of those questions that I don't like. I don't think I've ever asked anybody what took you so long. And then it's funny because you look at people sideways when they ask you what took you so long. You looking at them like, well, what makes you ask that question? Who are you to ask me that? You're not God. You don't know what His timings in my life are. I never thought. I actually didn't. I'm not gonna say I never thought because all things are possible, but I didn't foresee my daughter. At the age that I had her. And still, people are like, well, you had the baby, you're older. Who cares? There are women who are now, this is why I started this channel, because there are women who have had healthy babies in their 40s. There are women who have had healthy babies in their 50s. And I'm like, stop always making people feel like, oh, you getting too old to be a mother. And that's another thing. People think that when they hear the word or the age of 40, they calculate like, dang, by the time my kid's 10, I'll be 50. Or if I had my baby at 45, I'll be 55, my baby's 10. Good grief. Let me tell you something. Your age does not depict your health. Because let me tell you something, there are people who are younger who have so many health related issues. There are people who are older that have health related issues. There are some things that people that people have brought upon themselves. There are some things that people have not. It has just happened to them in life. So don't always think that, oh, because I'm older, that, dang, I shouldn't have a baby right now. Let me tell you something. Don't ever, ever say what you shouldn't do because of your age. If your body is healthy enough and you are able to conceive, love your baby and don't be thinking, oh, let me fill out my life insurance because by the time I'm 60, I might not be here. That's a lie. You better say that's a lie. That's not true. God is going to make sure that you're going to be here for your babies. I'm pretty sure that baby wasn't put in my womb for me to leave her at 1 year old. I know things can happen, but that's my faith. That's what I believe. So, it's a blessing to be a mother, but I just want people to just think about that question when people ask you what took you so long. Tell them people to shut up. For real, tell them shut up. Congratulate me. Don't ever ask me that. Put those people in their place because who cares if that biological clock is ticking? I have 2 aunts. They're my most prettiest aunts. They never had kids. I don't know if they can conceive. I don't know if they just made a choice not to. I've never asked that question because it's not my business. But all I know is that when a child is born, it's a reason to celebrate. It's a reason to celebrate. But, I just thought about that question. I thought about how it made me feel when people said that to me. I didn't like it. So if you know me personally and you ever have a conversation with me, don't ever ask me that question because you're going to get, I say, the business. You're going to get it because just congratulate. Congratulate. I don't care. Just congratulate. And don't say it and laugh because when you done, my face going to be looking at you like this. And when I make that face, you about to have an earful. But anyway, I just want to encourage you all. I know we are getting older. I know I looked at something that says by the time, do you all know that I read something that says by the time that we are 45, that it says, I think it was 84 to 99% that we become infertile, which means that we have a slight chance of even getting pregnant. I'm going to tell you something. Just if you are still a mother and you have it in your heart that if you've never been a mother, I said if you're a mother. If you have never been a mother and you've never had, of course you never had kids, and you have it in your heart that you want to become a mom and you're in your 40s, don't ever let nobody tell you you're too old to do it. Don't do it. Don't let nobody tell you that. Don't let nobody tell you, just be an aunt. Just adopt. Let me tell you something. If you want to be a mother and you are in your 40s, try. I'm not saying you go out there and just be like, come on, let's get it in because my biological clock click, tick, 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 tick. No, I ain't saying that. I'm saying use wisdom. But what I'm saying is don't give up hope. Don't give up the belief that you can't be a mother in your 40s. Don't give up the belief that you're too old and that you won't be here to see your child, grow up or have grandkids because you're at an older age and you don't have any kids yet. Don't let that discourage you. Just, you know, just believe and trust me. There are a lot of women who are in their 40s that have had babies now, and I am one of them, and I love it to pieces. But I'm going to end this video because it's 15 minutes. I didn't mean for it to be this long, but it happens. But anyway, I want you all to just believe, and don't let nobody tell you that time is running out. What took you so long? You beating around the bush, whatever they say. I don't even know if that's something people say, because that is real stupid. But anyway, you all just, you know, just remember you're fabulous, and don't let nobody put anything in your mind about your biological clock. You already know. You already know you're getting up in your age. You don't need no reminders. So anyway, you all enjoy the rest of your day, and we will chat again soon. Stay fabulous, all right? I am out.